I don't know how to start this video, but I'll say this. I have a parent that shall remain nameless. He stabbed me in the back, thinking that it was all about him. And normally I bring you political news from around the country and locally, but I thought I'd strike a different tone with my viewers and give you a different perspective. I am a human being that does make mistakes. Yeah, I have people that say, oh, well, you smell, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. Well, I'll tell you right now, have you ever gone through PTSD? And when you got a parent poking you and treating you like you're a worthless waste of skin when they don't get their way, that makes me want to hurl in more ways than one. I'm being respectful when I say this. But how freaking ignorant can somebody be to bombast your child, whether they're 5 or 48 in the 60s? You don't bombast your child every step of the way throughout their life. And it really bugs me that my father, who I used to love very, very dearly, and I worship the ground he walked on. But I started to see through the bullshit. I started to see how much crap he tries to fling against the wall. And more, if there was ever a checklist for being a narcissist, my father is it. But this man thinks very little of me, if nothing at all. He thinks that I'm a worthless human being, that I live in filth, etc. He doesn't know what I do every day. He doesn't know the struggles I go through. He doesn't know a quarter of what I go through. And I know, and I'm asking you to bear with me here for a second, as I try to give you a part of me. Most people would say, oh, well, he's just ranting to be ranting. Well, I'll tell you something. It really bothers me that some people, including my family, who thinks very low and little of his children. And it really bugs me that he thinks I'm a waste of time. He doesn't come out and say it, but I can hear it in his voice. I can hear it in the way he speaks to me. As long as he gets what he wants, he's fine with it. But the minute I start to rebel and turn against him, he's not okay with it. He thinks that I'm just worthless to him unless he can exploit me for my resources. And then once I start to say no, he turns his nose up like a scalded dog and goes the other direction. Oh, and by the way, bit of housekeeping, like, share, subscribe, and click the bell notification if you want to hear some new videos from me. Because it gives me a chance to get out of my shell. And it allows me to see myself for who I truly am. See, my father wants to literally lock me up and throw away the key when it comes to my, how do you say, freedom. He wants to put me in a group home because he thinks that I can't manage myself. I can't manage how I live my life. Well, I've looked at my father's life, and he points to the fact that I live in filth. I live in decrepit crap. Well, when when you become incontinent for whatever reason, you tend to run into some issues, and you tend to, I don't know how to say it, not care if people think you smell. People think you just get to a mental spot in life that nobody gives a fuck about you, so why should you give a fuck about yourself? Excuse my French. But it just really bugs me, that's all. If anyone thinks I'm doing okay, thank you.